to the first episode of the Sports Talk show on YouTube. I'm your host, Adam Williams, and this is the first episode. So I wanted to start our first talk to you today about the situation I heard. I watched Sports Time Ohio, all bets are off. This guy named Chuck, and believe it, for all Steelers fans who are maybe upset at this, hear what the guy said. He just said Mike Tomlin, the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach, said that he is the worst coach ever in NFL history. They just had one bad season. One bad season last year. They won the Super Bowl. Now, I want to give you a comment. Do you think he's right or he's wrong? Because I know a lot of you Steelers fans are upset about the fact that Big Ben is in trouble. And, you know, the Penguins aren't in the Stanley Cup Finals. Philadelphia is. But do you think he really shouldn't say that just because of one bad season? I mean, they're going to have another bad season because you got the Browns, the Bengals, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Patriots, and the Colts with leaving Peyton Manning's going to be madder, you know, after losing the Super Bowl. So it definitely is not going to get easier. Ain't easy for Cleveland, though. For Cleveland, different story. I'll get that in a little bit here. But, I mean, to say that Mike Tomlin, the worst coach in NFL history, I don't know what makes him really think that. I mean, they just have one bad season. Any comics? Then let's talk about LeBron James. Now, if you guys in Cleveland watched All Bets Are Off and heard me on the phone, Bruce saying I'm crazy that he's going to New York. Well, okay, I didn't mean to say that Derrick Rose wasn't good. I'm just saying Chicago's not a good team. But the reason I think he should go to New York is because, you know, they can use him better than anybody. They can use him playing hard. They can get him any way you have to do. Plus, if you get Dean West, and if you get the number 2 draft picks in the NBA, then New York would probably do good. You know, I mean, I don't see what's the problem. But here's Cleveland's got to do it. They got to get LeBron James back. For the coach, I ain't going to say John Calipari. He is staying here in Kentucky and will win the national title again this year. Jay Ohio State Buckeyes like to comment on YouTube. But it is the coach. I think should be Coach K of the University of Duke. I think that'd be big for him to go to the NBA. If not, Rick Pitino at the University of Louisville. And secondly, they gotta get DeMarcus Cousins to the Cavaliers. They have to get him the draft pick. He's a good sized kid. He can get under the basket and he can hit every shot. You gotta trust me on this. I've seen this guy in Kentucky. And for Chuck, really don't know. For those who really think he is going to stay, he ain't going to stay. I'm sorry, I hate to say that. I think he's going to leave. I think it was over. And for Cleveland to be a playoff contender this year, I don't see that. I clearly don't see that. I can see Milwaukee going to the playoffs, or Detroit with Tayshaun Prince next year, maybe better than ever. But I just don't see him going back to the playoffs. You know, I mean, maybe it was your destiny not going to the NBA Finals. I'm sorry that I'm a fan of the Cavaliers fans, but that's how I feel. But, you know what, though? There's like, what the Ohio can do. If Cleveland ever gets to the championship or the playoffs, the Browns have to play their bets. They have to play smart. And Eric Mangini cannot make the dumbest mistake ever by putting Derek Anderson as starting quarterback. I think Colt McCoy will be the starting quarterback. That's how it's going to happen. You know, McCoy is better than Harrison, throw better, get in the pocket better, make touchdown pass better. I think their defense will be solid this year. But if Ohio needs a champion, I believe the Ohio State Buckeyes can get it. The only thing they gotta do is sit Pryor out. If you remember the USC game last season, Pryor missed every throw. He got interception, he got sacked. They got embarrassed against USC. I mean, even though they won the Rose Bowl, yeah, that's good, but he's not going to do well next year until you get a better quarterback in that situation. That's how it is. There's another way for Ohio to get to the playoffs, the Cincinnati Reds. Now, don't laugh if you think the Reds are not going to the playoffs. They are going to the playoffs. You got Roland, Phillips, Bono, Chino, and plus, they're doing really well. Even though they lost last night against the Astros, they are doing very well. This is the first time the Reds had a winning season since 1992. 10 years. Or 10 or 18 years. That's longer than anybody. That's also the last time they won the World Series, 1992 and 93. So, leave your comments, your comments, your answers, and please, if you're gonna send me hate comments, I prefer not to get cussed by. Because I know a lot of you Ohio people get angry when they comment. I know Cleveland gets angry, and if Bruce, if you're watching this, don't say I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm just giving my opinion. That's how I am these days. Thank y'all for watching. Till next time. Good night, everybody.